everybody, it's Spicy Kai. Welcome to my series on debunking some of the myths about Nipsey Hussle and his transition. In this video, we're going to discuss one of the myths that's driving me crazy. People seem to think that there are a bunch of greedy people who came together and they're going to tear down Nipsey Hussle's store, which was his dream, and they're not following his dream. But I have proof to show you that this was Nipsey Hussle's dream. That one little store was not his dream. He had way bigger dreams than that, people. Keep up.
The marathon continues for deceased rapper Nipsey Hussle as he will be memorialized in the neighborhood he helped and inspired. It was announced by Lauren London that a Nipsey Hussle Tower will be developed near the location of his marathon clothing store to commemorate and honor his life and legacy. She stated on Instagram that a gate will enclose the plaza on Slauson starting August 1st and that the marathon store will remain closed, but you can shop online at themarathonclothing.com.
Before we get started, make sure you thumbs up this video, and if you're new to my channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video about Nipsey Hussle. So I wanted to squash 4 rumors today in relation to Nipsey Hussle and the marathon. 1, Nipsey Hussle Tower was already planned, and why? Number 2, David Gross was his partner among many others. Number 3, Cowboy could not get $1 million life insurance on Nipsey Hussle. And 4, how Cowboy is probably buying property. And I have the actual proof, not some bloggers. I'm not going to show you any vloggers videos or blog posts or any of that stuff. I'm going to show you actual proof that prove all of these points. Let's get into the video. I'm not going to show you any vloggers videos or blog posts or any of that stuff. I'm going to show you actual proof from state of California websites that prove all of these points. So by the time I was done making all the points in the video, which actually ended up being 5 points, it was like an hour and 20 minutes long, and I don't want to publish a video that long. So I decided to turn this into a series. Then I got sidetracked making the video about the crime scene. You can check that out in my videos here on YouTube. And now I'm back, so bear with me, but this is going to be like a 4 or 5 part series. Thanks for watching. Now let's go through this step by step. Marathon Clothing is located at 3420 West Slauson Avenue. So let's grab this address here, and we're going to take you to a site called Reonomy. This is where you go. This is not the only place, but this is one of the top ranked sites to help you find information on commercial property in the US. So let's search here for that address. Now once you get to that address, we've all seen this aerial view and all the conspiracy theories. This is the reason why it was the perfect place for development for Nipsey Hussle, someone who was trying to do something big in his own community. The lot has 16,000 square feet of space. That's the entire lot. All of the land itself, 16,000 square feet. However, that building is a little more than half. There's only 8,000, almost 9,000 square feet of building. That's a little over 7,000 wasted square feet. So yes, that building would need to come down so they can build something larger so they can accommodate what he's trying to do with this land. Now, let me show you something else. So let's look into this zone a little bit more. LAC2. What does C2 zoning mean? In a C2 zone within 100 feet of a residential zone, which is him, No building shall exceed 3 stories or 35 feet in height. So that means that by tearing that building down and making it larger, he can take it up to 3 stories. 3 stories. Let's keep going. A building on a corner lot, that would be that building, is encouraged to be at least 2 stories in height. They're encouraging this. Multi-story buildings with look, make sure we get this. This is the most important part that people are just not paying attention to because you just don't know Los Angeles. Multi-story buildings with residential uses on the upper floor or floors, because remember it can go up to 3 stories, are encouraged in C2 zones. Now listen to that. Now we are on the official website for the Los Angeles County Department of Regional Planning. This is the first official website which contains the zoning laws for everything considered Los Angeles County. This is what I want you to pay attention to. Let's blow it up for you. See where it says maximum lot coverage. The maximum lot coverage must have 10% area left available for open air and landscaping. That's a California thing. Basically, it means that 10% of it must have just open air space as well as trees and grass. 90% of the lot can be the building itself. So let's calculate this. 16,104 square feet is the size of the total lot. And they can redevelop 90% for the building. That leaves almost 14,500 square feet that they can have as a building. They're only using 8,000. That's 5,661 more square feet they could be using for the building alone, not to mention going up 2 stories for housing. Think about it. So this is one of the main reasons why Nipsey Hussle came up with the awesome idea of expanding the building itself, tearing it down and making it bigger, and putting residential property on the top. So please stop saying that Lauren London, David Gross, and all the rest of the people involved in this are messing up Nipsey Hussle's dream, because this was his dream. They're continuing his dream. Also, I heard a vlogger say just today that they are really moving fast. She played a video. I can't seem to find it anywhere else, and I don't want to use it with her watermark on it. But she played a video of David Gross standing in the parking lot talking with Nipsey Hussle, and they were talking about this business venture. Okay? So that's proof that David Gross is the partner, and it's proof that this was already a thought of plan. But she said Nipsey Hussle was planning to do it within 18 months. And she doesn't understand why they're moving so fast when the family is still mourning. Okay, the family is not mourning to the point where they're going to just let that property keep sitting there and they have to keep paying that mortgage on that. I'll get to that. Anyway, there's a mortgage to be paid. There are bills that have to be paid. The rental property, the rental income is not paying those bills, okay? So they have to move forward. And why are they moving so fast if he said 18 months? Are you people crazy? How do you start a project in 18 months that you want to finish in 18 months? I'm sorry, Brownie is losing her mind right now. She's probably barking at a cat. Give me a second. If Nipsey was planning to finish the project in 18 months, a commercial development project that requires tearing down an entire building and rebuilding a 3-story building, when do you expect them to start it for it to be completed in 18 months? Come on, people, I'm gonna need you to do a little bit more thinking. So in your mind, this is something that some bunch of people that don't even care about him came up with since he transitioned just a couple of months ago. Come on, seriously. Once again, a building on a corner lot is encouraged to be at least 2 stories in height. That means that they will get tax breaks for doing it. Multi-story buildings with residential uses on the upper floor or floors are also encouraged. Therefore, if he makes this building multi-story and uses it for residential uses, he will also get breaks and tax cuts. He knew that when he did his research before deciding to purchase this property. Now, before I get off topic, let's see. David Gross was his partner as well as many others. Now, I want to make one thing very, very clear. I most definitely, without a doubt, do believe in conspiracies. I most definitely, without a doubt, do believe that something is fishy about this whole entire thing. I'm with the conspiracy theorists on this. However, some things are just facts. And I believe in knowing the facts. That way, my conspiracy theories aren't so off the wall that they don't make sense. And in this case, the theory that they, whoever they are destroying Nipsey's dream is not the truth. This is not their dream. This is not their idea. This was Nipsey Hussle's idea. To continuously say anything different means that you do not believe in Nipsey Hussle. That means that you are giving the credit for this project to a bunch of people who just jumped on the project because of his research and his love for his community. Okay? If you look deeply at the facts, you will see that there are people more involved in this that could be involved in this. But if you keep looking at the surface, you're going to come up with things that just don't make sense. So stay tuned for the next video. That's when we'll discuss his partners, because there are many, many, many people involved in this project. And David Gross is definitely one of them. And he's been there from the beginning. If it wasn't for him, the project would not be happening. And yes, it does matter that Nipsey Hussle is a felon. And yes, it does matter that he's a rolling 60s.
But I'm just going by the fact that the other people
trying to see their side.
That was his dream, not the build, not the whole thing. Just that was.
I get it, but like you said, moving forward, wouldn't that be progress? Even if it wasn't his idea, wouldn't he be honored?
That was his dream. That was trying to make some money. My thing would, I would do what they're talking about doing to that thing, and his store would be the main store of the complex. That would be my way to honor his dream.
And that's what people not getting. They think that the marathon will not be coming back. You really think they're going to finish this project and not make the marathon the focus of this doggone thing? It's going to be retail and office space at the bottom floor.
If you don't believe that...
So if you don't think the marathon is not going to be the focus, like you walking at Disneyland and Mickey is the focus, the marathon will be the focus of this thing.
If you don't believe that if you don't believe that the building is his dream, then you wouldn't necessarily think that somebody will put the marathon in there.
Oh, okay, so you just want to be mad. I get you. No, you just want to be mad because you're not looking at facts. You're just coming up with reasons to be mad. Not you personally. I'm saying those people.
But if you really think that the partner is now like, this is what I'm going to do and build all this, because that, you can see the partner. Not if you think that he wasn't really with Nipsey, he more about his money, not putting marathon in the place. You can see that. People, it happens all the time in business.
I can't see that. But I'm saying I can only see it as a person that's looking for stuff to be mad about. Because if I'm trying to keep an open mind,
but that's the problem.
That doesn't make sense.
Most people. I mean, yeah, I give an open mind on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I get it. That's why I make videos to prove that's bullshit.
Most people do not have an open mind.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep making my videos.
Most people.
Because I'm not going to argue with their asses on YouTube when I can just make a video. Right. And if they don't like it, leave your comments below.
But I'm just saying, most people do not have an open mind, so they think, and society thinks of the worst.
Gotcha.
This is our opportunity.
Now, Nipsey, one more time.
This is our opportunity. This is our opportunity. This is our opportunity.
Ready? You ready?
Come on.
Right at that glass, you got this.
Come on.
Ready, and action.
This is our opportunity.
You made me laugh. Hold on, let me make me smile. Good job, good job. Do it again, do it again.
Come on, you got this.
That was great, that was great. Let me keep my face straight.
And action.
This is our opportunity. This is our opportunity. This is our opportunity.
I'm a proud dad, Monty Man. Good job, Monty Man. Good job. And you was nervous. You thought you was gonna do. Yeah, you for sure served me. Yours better than mine.
When you think of Nipsey Hussle, think big, huge, larger than most people have ever thought about dreaming in their lives. That clothing store right there behind them was not his ultimate dream. That was just the beginning. That was the beginning of a start of a dream. His dream was huge. He didn't just dream of owning a 3-story building. He dreamed of housing people in his community. This place has plans for over 100 units, and many of those units will be for low-income housing. Think big. Think big. Spicey out.